This is the most easiest and simple way to increase your booking rate. Before jumping into this video, I kind of like want to give you a bit of context to who I am and why I know what I'm talking about and why I'm kind of like an authority to give you this tutorial. So I'm not just a random dude giving you a tutorial. So over the past 3 years, my partner and I have scaled our agency to over 100K a month, helping coaches and course creators scale mainly through online events. And to manage all of the clients, we've benefited a lot from Go High Level, and therefore we have been very creative on how we can utilize the platform to optimize our clients' performance. And therefore, in this video, I want to show you a way we have benefited a lot from on how to optimize our clients' performance, and that is basically how you can prioritize warmer leads and reach out to more qualified ones, therefore increasing your booking rate and booking more appointments. So these are like one of the kind of like fields we think a lot about when optimizing our clients' performance. How can we track as much as possible so we can prioritize the right leads when reaching out to them? So specifically in this video, I'm going to show you how you can track initiated bookings in Go High Level. And it is really what it sounds like. We want to be able to track when someone initiates a booking but doesn't finish the booking. So a step-by-step guide on how to set that up in Go High Level. First step is the settings in calendar. So let me jump into Go High Level. And if this looks any different to you, don't you worry. It's just our white label version of Go High Level. So it's just the UI that's a bit different, but all the settings are the same. So first thing first, we want to go into the calendars and we want to set up a calendar. So we want to hit create calendar and we want to use round robin for this example. And yeah, I'm just gonna write test calendar for this example. And yeah, just gonna choose a URL in here like this. Gonna hit confirm. So now we have created our calendar. Now we want to go into edit calendar. So where the magic happens is on the forms and payment. So as you can see here, we can actually change the widget order. So for example, by default, the widget order is that the lead has to choose date and time before filling out their details, before filling out the form. But we can actually change this order so they have to fill out the form before they choose date and time selector. So this is basically how we are going to track that when someone fills out the form but doesn't choose a date and time and confirms the booking, we can then set up any kind of like flow or reach out to those who have only filled out the form. But as you see here, the form selected in here is just a default form, and there is really no way for us to kind of like trigger when this form has been filled out. So what we want to do now is we want to go in to create a custom form that we can choose in here in the calendar itself. So let me just click save on this one and hit close. So what we want to do now is we want to go into funnels, we want to go into forms, and we want to create new. So basically what we want to do here is we want to kind of like remove all of these things here. You can of course customize this however you want. I'm just gonna create it how a very simple form. You can of course also I see a lot of people and of course we have also benefited from this, kind of like qualifying the leads more when booking an appointment, implementing different questions and things they need to answer on before filling out or before being able to book an appointment. So I'm just going to call this calendar form. So yeah, now we basically have created our form. So what we want to do now is we want to go into the calendar and choose that form. So we have our test calendar here. I'm going to go inside forms and payment. And now you can see here, we can actually choose calendar form, the one we have just created. So now this is the form that they need to fill out before being able to see the actual date and time selector. So let me just show you real quick how that actually looks. So as you see here now, they need to fill out their details before being able to see the actual times available in the calendar. And this allows us to track whenever someone fills out this exact form. What you can do to make it more like obvious that they need to fill out, because this might be like kind of weird for someone to see. So in the form you can actually add like some text maybe. If we go down here and select a text right here, we can simply just say fill out your details to see availability. And we can do the text a bit smaller, maybe 18, yeah, like this. So now this will be visible on the form itself, and therefore more obvious to people that they need to fill out their details before actually being able to see what time's available. But step 3, now we have set up the settings in the calendar. We have built out a simple form. Step 3 is now to create a pipeline stage for us to actually track these leads and being able to very easily see who has initiated a booking. So let's go ahead and create a stage in a pipeline. And for reference, I'm just gonna create a new pipeline. But of course, you might already have a pipeline where you can simply just implement this stage for your already pipeline. Simply just gonna mark this automatically because we want to move the leads automatically to this stage. Alright, so last step now is to set up the workflow so we actually automate the whole process and being able to track the whole thing. So we want to go into automation, want to hit create workflow, and we simply just want to say start from scratch. And we simply just name this workflow initiated booking. So all we want to do here is simply just have trigger as form submitted, and then choose the form that we have just created. And boom, now this workflow triggers every time someone submits this form. And of course, we don't want to kind of like track it right away. We kind of like want to give people a couple of minutes to complete the booking before actually registering them as initiated bookings. But what we can do from here is that we can move them to the specific pipeline and stage. We can give them a tag, for example, initiated booking, like this. And you can do whatever you want from here. You can extend the workflow with email and SMS reminders with the link to complete the booking, for example, or you can just leave it like this and maybe reach out to them manually by giving them a call or anything like this. You can also like have the AI appointment booking bot taking over the conversation from here. But this is literally how you can easily track initiated bookings and allowing you to have more warmer leads that you can prioritize reaching out to, because the opposite of this would just be to have either you or your appointment setters reaching out to all of the leads in your pipelines. But you kind of like need to think like, how can we track as much as possible so we know which leads to prioritize first before moving on to the most coldest audience in our pipeline. So we kind of like always think in these fields where how can we track as much as possible so we always know which are the warmest leads that we need to prioritize first when reaching out to, because those leads will definitely be way easier booking in than totally cold leads. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'm looking forward to you implementing this in your in your own business. And leave a comment if you found it helpful. I will definitely be posting more tutorials specifically on how you can utilize Go High Level to optimize your clients' performance. So yeah, looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye.